Bitch. Hello, Cancer. How are you doing? My name is Simply Valka, and I'm going to be providing your general reading for this week. When it comes to any type of general reading, though, I always ask. When it comes to any type of general reading on my channel, though, I always ask you to use your intuition whenever you are receiving my readings. This is because I like to speak in examples, Cancer. So I might take the messages from these cards and relay a business message. But for you, in your situation, the cards may more so be pertaining towards a relationship of some sort, whether that be platonic, through family, romantic, or what have you. So it's up to you. You know your situation best, right? I'm just a man reading some tarot cards. You know your situation best. So take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't, because it's not going to affect me whatsoever either way, right? So let's just get into your reading. I pulled 3 rows for you, Cancer. Your first row is going to be the energies that you're currently dealing with, and maybe some remedial from the past residue energy. Your second row is going to be the energies to come and what you can kind of expect, and probably some of what you are dealing with currently, Cancer. And your last row is going to be what you should be working on on this current week. So I'm going to be pulling clarifiers as I see necessary. But if these messages do resonate with you, Cancer, I'd love for you to give me a like and subscribe, because it does help out my channel so much. But let's just jump into this reading, right? I have several cards for you, actually, right off the bat. So you have a lot going on this week, Cancer. You are awakening. And I'll explain why, for many reasons why I say this. You have the Awakening card, Archangel Gabriel, number 12, equaling to number 3 in numerology. So write that down. You're going to have a lot of numerology numbers today, by the way, Cancer. So have your notepad ready. So with the Awakening card, this is quite literally what you can anticipate. Something has triggered your process of thinking, right? I feel like something has triggered your way of thinking. Something has changed your perspective on something, and you are now at the state where you don't know what is the next right move. I feel like there might be some confusion for you right now, Cancer. I feel like currently you're in a space where you're just you thought that you knew, you had an idea of how your life is going to pan out, and it just is not. You thought you knew the answers, and now you are kind of realizing that you aren't, that you don't know the answers. You have the Star card I pulled as the clarifier. So this is clarifying to me that this is something that's changing your perspective really is intimate to you. And what I mean by intimate is just something that's kind of really close to the heart in some kind of way. And this doesn't have to be like a relationship. This could just be something passionate. But I do feel as if you thought I'm getting the message you thought that you knew the answers to something or someone, and they just didn't respond in the way that you anticipated, and it kind of has shaken your foundation. I say this because we have the Justice card going to your second card, Archangel Raguel, and this is talking about fair and just decisions, do what you know is right, and standing up for your beliefs. So the Justice card comes in, and the Justice card is actually for Libra. And the major arcana, that is the Libra. So you might be dealing with the Libra, Cancer. This might be connected to a Libra of some sort, or this is just you needing to come from a place of balance, right? The Justice card is also kind of hinting at where it's because I pulled the clarifier because I wanted a little bit more understanding on this. I pulled the clarifier, the 8 of Cups, for you. Now, for you, this was inverted, so what this means is it's upside down. So normally what this card would mean, I'm going to explain it to you. Normally what this card would mean is you are peacefully walking away, you're confidently walking away from something. You're walking away from these 8 cups that are full, and you're at peace with the decision, and you're able to just go on with what resonates with you. The moon is up here, which is telling me that something's revealed to you that causes you to walk away and at peace and content. The spirit guide here is telling you you're just overall content. When this is inverted and it's on top of the Justice card with going along with the rest of your messages, Cancer, this is almost telling me that you're not wanting to walk away from something. Maybe you're not wanting to walk away from a Libra because it's used as a clarifier for the Justice card, or maybe it is just an air sign, right? Whatever your situation is, where there's something that you don't really quite want to walk away from, and I feel it's almost as if through this process of clinging on, you go through this awakening process. You learn something through dealing with this pain. And yeah, now that I'm looking at your third card, that maybe if you're not dealing with a Libra, you could very well just be needing to have more balance. I'm just now reading this card, I didn't notice it before. Balance card number 14, equaling to 5. Write that down, Cancer. Archangel Zadkiel, the need for balance and moderation, wait for the perfect timing, cooperation and compromise. So for some of you, and I pulled the number, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yes, 6 of Swords. I don't know my Roman numerals off the top of my head. It's bad, I know. Regardless, so with the 6 of Swords on top of the Balance card, what this is telling me that it's like a, because usually this card is like the representation of moving on from something. So it's like waiting for the perfect time to either like, my table's going crazy. Waiting for the perfect time on something to move on from something, or maybe this is like a situation or a suggestion for you to wait, instead of like wait for the perfect timing, this is such a suggestion for you to just move on entirely. I say this because, and I normally wouldn't process that message in that way, but it's because like you had your 8 of Cups in reverse. That's leading to me that Spirit's really trying to have you move on from something so you can go to your awakening process. I say this because this is rare for me to do. The theme of your reading came out to be the Death card. Like, this is inevitable for you, Cancer. You're going to be experiencing some type of death, whether this is like an ego death for some. Maybe you'll take a blow to the ego, right? Through clinging on, you're going to take a blow to the ego. This could just be the death of how you handle relationships in the future. This is just like you're going through a transformative process and like killing off like what was no longer serving you and letting go of things that were bringing you down. You're just going, I feel like you're going to change as a person entirely, but you're going to have to go through some hurt. You're going to go through a decent amount of hurt still, Cancer. But I feel like this is going to be beautiful for you though, because it's all behind like an awakening process to me. For some of these Cancers, I'm going to be honest here. I feel like this reading is going to be for a specific crowd of Cancers where you are not feeling fulfilled in life, or where you feel like you're in a rut of some sort. So if that's not you, then maybe this, I'm going to be honest, I might not have been connecting to your energy for this reading, Cancer. So maybe wait until next week for your next one. But for this, I feel like this is just such a situation where it's just like, there's like Cancers that needed to have their life transformed in a way because they're in a cycle of some sort. And it's just like, that's why there's such a push for you to go through like this death process, Cancer. You have the 5 of Wands, which is inverted. I normally don't have this many inverted cards for people either. 5 of Wands inverted. Normally when this is upright, you're usually looking forward to the future, working on some type of collaborative effort. And when this is upside down, that's shattered. So it could be connected to this energy of what you're not wanting to let go of, because that's like your foundation. That's what you know of. I pulled the life experience card, Archangel Camuel. Number 16, equaling to 7 for numerology, Cancer. And this card is kind of telling me that it's just like, yeah, no, something big is going to be happening. And I say big as in it's going to impact you personally. A pretty good amount that leads to a powerful revelation that leads to change, and it's time to spread your wings. So yeah, this is a constant process of just like different words for like transformation, different words for ego death, different words for awakening, different words for just like shadow work. This is a time like the obstacles coming to you right now, Cancer. If you feel like you've been stuck, Spirit's presenting to you some definite obstacles to like get you out of that and to really get you back on track, Cancer. You have the 5 of Pentacles. This is also inverted. You hurt, like this is something again where it's just like you're not wanting to, and this is under like the 8 of Cups inverted energy as well, where it's just like you're not wanting to let go of something, you're not wanting to move on from something, and you're really taking it personal. Perhaps you're just like being self-deprecating because of something happening. You have the 8 of Water, which talks about the desire to move on, the search for something more spiritual and emotional growth. So yeah, it's another card asking you to move on, Cancer, move on from this and allow this to teach you something, and allow it to really build character for you. I'm really excited. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. It doesn't seem like it's going to, like, this is like a happy reading, right? And it doesn't sound like it. But for me and how I'm processing it, I think it's beautiful because, I mean, even without these 2 cards, but especially with these 2 cards, you have the 4 of Coins. So this is like turning it, like it's going through like this process of like transformative process that you start, you bide your time a little bit. I feel like you bide your time a little bit, and then you own this Queen of Fire energy, which is talking about stretching your wings and flying. Don't underestimate yourself and asserting yourself. So it's almost like through this transformative process, you discover yourself and you find it's through like this deep pain that you discover a new layer of yourself, and maybe you express this pain through through a creative pursuit, or maybe you just use this pain to motivate you to find a distraction, which that distraction just leads to something bountiful in your life, right? I'm not going to give you just like a fluffy version of it, right? This is just like, I'm going to be real and speaking to real human beings, right? I could just frame this in a way, it's just like, oh, like everything, like whatever, but it's just like, I feel like it's through this pain, if you maneuver this energy properly, like you really could like own this emperor energy. Because we have, like, for your third row, this is a different vibe for it. It's like the emperor and the ace of discs comes forward to you. I almost feel like you're stepping into this energy once you go through this transformative process. But since it is, keep in mind, in your third row, this is kind of what you need to work on. I feel like this is what your transformative process is like. You get something causes you to just like realize that you need to have an ego death. Like you need to shed the old of what was before, because this is like what was before wasn't bountiful. What was before wasn't empowering, right? So like what was before was this Knave of Swords, right? Maybe for some people, like you didn't know how to connect with people. Maybe you didn't know how to come from a place of empowerment, and just like, like this is like such a beautiful process. Like I am so inspired by this, because it's like I know so many people's lives are going to be transformed during this week, and it may just be the beginning parts of it, right? You're not going to have like a life-altering moment just during this week, right? Sometimes it's going to take a build-up for some, but other times it's going to, you get it. But I'm excited for it, because it's like I know you guys will make it out on the other side. I absolutely know you will make it out on the other side, and it's showing to me in these cards, Cancer, that you guys are going to really be a completely different person, but be proud of it. I truly believe in that, because I truly feel as if like you're finally getting like a impactful enough of a moment that forces you to have to take a hard look in the mirror, and it's through that hard look in the mirror that you actually start finding things that you like about yourself. It's beautiful. That's the cards that I have for you, Cancer. I appreciate you allowing me the privilege of providing this reading to you. If this reading did give you a sense of direction, I would love for you to give me a like and subscribe, because it does help out my channel so much. But until next time, Cancer, hopefully you allow me the opportunity to provide another reading to you at some point in the future. I love you so much. Bye.